Hi everyone, I am Gian Gunat Valaro and now we will talk about Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei was born in Pisa, Italy on 1564. Vincenzo Galileo, his father, was a famous musician. Galileo had 5 brothers and sisters. However, some believed he had 6. When he was only 8 years old, his family moved on Florence. He was educated at the Commodus Monastery of Vallombrosa. At the age of 17, he studied medicine at the University of Pisa. 2 years later, he preferred to study mathematics with Ostilio Ricci. Although Galileo was not the first to invent telescope, he was the first to use it scientifically to perceive and observe heavenly objects and record his findings and discoveries. A basic tool that Galileo used was a simple bending telescope, which only magnified 8 times, but he refined it to magnify up to 20 times. The telescope has a convex objective lens, a concave eyepiece in a long pipe. When Galileo was studying at the University of Pisa, he began working and studying the pendulum. In 1602, he made an important discovery. His discovery concluded that the period of time in which a pendulum swings back and forth does not depend on the AC of the wing. This idea contributed to the idea of a pendulum clock later on. 4 largest moons of Jupiter were discovered and found by Galileo. They're named after him, the Galilean moons. So as you can see in the screen, that's the 4 moons of Jupiter that Galileo found. Galileo proved that the heavenly bodies weren't perfect, although the Greek denied. In fact, Galileo drew the moon which looked like this to him. Look at the screen, that's what Galileo drew. Galileo performed a series of experiments. He also performed a significant experiment where he rolls balls of different masses down to an inclined plane. When the ball reached the bottom of the plane, it continued to move forward on the level surface, even though no force was acting on it. Therefore, Galileo had acknowledged that the rolling ball or object overcame and possessed inertia. Today, inertia is defined as the tendency for an object to continue doing what it's doing. In fact, a moving object will continue moving at the same speed in the same direction, unless an external force acts on or changes the object's direction. So, as you can see on the screen, that's where the inventions of Galileo Galilei, the Galilean thermometer, Galilean geometric and military compass, Galilean compound microscope, and Galileo's telescope. At the age of 77, Galileo passed away on January 8, 1642. In fact, his body and remains were awarded a great tomb when he died. His tomb is found today in Florence, Italy. In conclusion, Galileo Galilei was born on February 15, 1564. He is an astronomer, astrologer, Italian physicist, and a philosopher who was associated with the scientific revolution. He was also called and referred as the father of modern astronomy, the father of modern physics, and the father of science. Galileo Galilei died on January 8, 1642. And that's all. Thank you.